Hi there, Libra. Welcome to your July 2024 love reading. It's Raina here. So, this is going to be a little bit different than, well, they're pretty much what, similar to other spreads that I've had. Yeah, I think it's just going to be, I'm going to just do what I normally do because they'll be less likely to be less likely to have any confusion here. Okay. Now, these readings are intended for people that are in relationships, and there is some kind of conflict, not relationships where everything is running smoothly. So I just want to make that clear. The heart of the matter is the Devil card. So um, this is a card of lust, and oh my gosh, I just got this warning because I think there was moisture inside of my phone. So I think I'll be able to get through this though. But the before I continue, I just want to say something about these readings because I am always reminded by this other tarot reader who said years ago, "Oh, love readings, kind of putting down love readings." And if you think about it, any type of reading that you do that's a general reading, like especially a tarot reading that is just so general for one sign, yeah, I mean, you can't take these things seriously for many reasons, but one of them being that it's like for everybody who happens to be a certain sign. But there is such a thing as synchronicity, and I'm sure some of you, as well as I, have read, watched a reading, and it's like exactly what you're dealing with. I remember I told that to a popular tarot reader. I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly, and she gave me a heart or a thumbs up because it is kind of fun, but I'm not claiming that all of you are going to have this situation going on, and we have to look at this as entertainment, spiritual entertainment. But with the Devil card, what we're talking about here is that the attitude or the situation of lust and the chains that bind people. And I did the reading for Capricorn, which, or no, I'm sorry, which for Aries, and I got um the theme seemed to be about money, maybe arguing about money. Well, that could be one of the things with this reading, but I think for you, maybe there's one partner who is very materialistic, and that kind of creates some problems within the relationship. What I would say about this in general, though, is that lust is a big one. So when I look at the past position, and we have the Three of Cups, and it's in the reverse position, you see that these people are partying. So it could be a situation, maybe you're with someone who likes to party, and the drinking bone is connected to the cheating bone. So that's why they are unfaithful, because they're going out and they're among their friends, and maybe they're especially if you're younger, you might be with somebody who isn't really emotionally mature yet. They're still very influenced by the people that they're surrounded with, by, and then that kind of thing happens. Maybe they have a drinking problem with the Three of Cups in reverse. The Devil could be an addiction. So it could be an addiction. And isn't there like a drug where they say the devil's on my back or something like that? So it could be like some kind of addiction. The higher message is the King of Cups. This is kind of a no-brainer. Seeing a counselor. Maybe if you're the one who is dealing with this other person, maybe you can see a counselor. Maybe the other person says, I'm not going to go to any counselor. And then you go to the counselor and you help yourself. That's kind of like the same vibe as the book Codependent No More by Melody Beattie, is that, or Beattie, however you pronounce her name. It's that um, when we work on ourselves, we change the nature of the energy around us, even if because we can't change anybody else. And so when the more that you work on yourself and the less you are codependent with that other person and kind of losing yourself in their problems, the more that you can gain strength, and you can also gain clarity. And that, I'm not surprised that I got this card, because this is what crosses you. Libra, you are swords. So this can be, the other swords are Gemini and Aquarius. Maybe this is the other person, what sign they are, and you feel trapped in that relationship. But it's really your own programming. It's really your own thinking that has done that to you. And when you are able to um, understand that it's a new day, that you don't have to keep doing what you've always done, you'll feel more free naturally. You may have to use affirmations. You might not believe it right now, but it can happen eventually. And another thing I would say about the Eight of Swords is, because it connects with air signs, it can mean to me that the person is too abstract in their thinking, they're in their mind instead of like in the heart chakra. And so it becomes easier to kind of tolerate bad behavior because you conceptualize it and you don't have to feel it that way. Learning how, I don't know if somatic exercises are about really becoming embodied, but that's such a big thing nowadays in the New Age community. And it makes a lot of sense because we have tended with the spiritual community to be kind of detached and promoting detachment, but that can lead to that emotional bypassing, the psychological bypassing that's so important when you're dealing with a problem, when you're dealing with a relationship that isn't working. What's coming in is the Two of Wands, and this is a question of should you stay or should you go? And there may be, and of course, because I'm doing relationship readings, that is a natural question for troubled relationships is, I don't have to stay in this relationship. But with Libra, you may feel like if you have, let's say you've gotten legally married, I made this commitment, and it's almost like this kind of thing that you worship, when in fact, you made your vow under certain circumstances. That doesn't mean that anything goes. So you could say that the other party broke their contract in a way. If they're not living up to what you expected of them when you got together with them. Of course, maybe you got together with somebody who was always a heavy drinker and you expected them to change somehow. Well, that's on you, but you still have the right to make other choices. And for Libra, sometimes it's a question of, oh, am I a bad person if I decide that I don't want to be in this union, in this relationship? Does that make me unkind? Because you tend to want to be kind. Some of it is because you want to receive that kind of acceptance from others and you don't want to make waves. But some of it is just, I think that Libra is a really decent sign and really believes in fairness and believes in being good and putting good out in the world. So it's a two-way street. You have to receive the good too. And so the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very domestic type of card. It could be speaking to grounding and really maybe spending time in your home environment where you have a feeling of protection, where you have, I mean, even gardening, anything that is therapeutic, where you're getting in touch with the earth, and where you can, maybe you get empowered. I always think of empowerment with the queen and the king, getting powered by the earth, feeling that sense of um, being stabilized. Because if you have a decision to make, again, and you have been programmed, it's very difficult to, sometimes, the emotions are flying high and it's easy to get, anxious. And so sometimes it comes back to the natural world, getting in nature in general. But in this case, this is even on your home front. That may make you feel the most balanced. And of course, that's what you're all about, Libra. And yeah, so you might have a decision to make in the near future. That's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm primarily an astrologer, and I have a deal going on, a package deal, an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the next 12 months for a special price. That's called my deep dive. And when the tarot is included, so that would be 3 readings in one, that is called the whole enchilada, and those are discounted readings compared to the individual prices. And I also have career readings, love readings. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.